Welcome to the Great Girlfriends podcast, where we discuss life, love, laughter, and everything in between. We're your hosts. I'm Sybil Amuti.
And I'm Brandis Daniel.
And we're so excited. We have a free gift available just for you.
Yes, go to www.greatgirlfriendsgift.com.
That's right, greatgirlfriendsgift.com. Make sure you download one for yourself and forward to all of your friends.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Pull your pen and paper out and get ready for this episode.
Woohoo! What's up, great girlfriends? Who else has tried FabFitFun? If you don't already know about it, it's a seasonal box with full-size beauty, fitness, and lifestyle products. The box I received is epic. Each season's box features a variety of amazing quality brands like Tarte, Kate Somerville, Anthropologie, Free People, Dr. Brandt, and that's just the beginning of it. Don't miss out because they sell out super fast. Check out www.fabfitfun.com and use the code GREAT, that's GREAT, so you can save $10 off of your first box, making it only $39.99. Again, that's fabfitfun.com and use the code GREAT. You deserve to treat yourself. Enjoy!
Hey, great girlfriends. Oh my goodness, you are in for a treat this week because we have Tieko Nejon, who spoke on It's Time to Be Disruptive from our conference last year. So many of you guys have already gotten your tickets. We cannot wait to see you June 13th through 15th in New York City. Enjoy this episode.
I looked up the definition of a disruptor. Microphone check, microphone check. And what I found that it said that it's a person or a thing that interrupts something, namely an event, a process, or a system, from continuing as usual or as expected. And in my quest of finding all the right words to possibly say to you to go ahead and encourage you that now is the time to disrupt some things, because that's what we're going to do in these masterminds, is to ultimately figure out how we're going to disrupt some things. We're going to let them come in. This feel like church when they come in all late. And mess up your praise and worship. You like, then they say, can you screw over and let the praise? No. But in that time, when I was looking at that definition, I'm thinking, okay, what do I want to say to these ladies this year? Because it is 3 years. Yes, I love it. But I was arrested by this other thought. And the thought was this. We are so comfortable with the power of a title, but we don't want the responsibility of the value that it comes with. That's what hit me. It always hits me something strange. Ask Brandon, is it real on the phone? I'm like, wait, but my mind just went somewhere else. And so in my mind, I said, why is it that we're always comfortable with the title? Like, we want the title, disruptor, but we're not comfortable with the responsibility of the value that thing would hold. So what I'm saying is this. In order for something to really exist past the textbook definition of it, it has to hold a true value. So you can call yourself a great girlfriend and never have the value of a friend. Like, you could be that girl that, oh yeah, I'm a great girlfriend, except there's no one to vouch for you. No one can say that you hold that value to make it true. You can call yourself a boss, but your bank account could be a negative $2 for several months at a time, not because you're in a slump, just because you put the boss label on it. So without value, a title is just a label. And so when I thought about disruptor, I said, okay, well then, I don't want to just tell people it's time to disrupt and you just go ahead and you start borrowing this title without the value. And in my mind, I believe that everything in order to exist goes by these three characteristics of the value system. It's in my mind. This is what I'm raising my kids to believe. And I felt like that's maybe what you should share with them. So I think that value comes in three. The characteristics, and Mickey talked about the character of something. I believe it's the identity of who or what something is. I believe it's the capability of that who or something. And then I believe it's the effect that who or something could have. Do you guys get that? Are we tracking so far? And so in my mind, I'm like, well, if we're going to be a disruptor for real, we need to embrace the value. And what I thought about is a real disruptor knows their identity. They're not shake. They're not shooken. They're not shook. They're not whoever's the English. I was an algebra teacher. Test me on some formulas and I'll test you can do me on. So shook, shaken, whatever. They're not moved by the identity of the woman sitting next to her. She's clear that I wear these shoes. And whoever I'm called to be, I'm not asking permission to be. I'm only looking for the right opportunity to be. That's what a real disruptor thinks. When it comes to a disruptor, when it comes to her ability or her capability, she's already aware of what she can cause to happen. She's not sitting there confused and perplexed on, well, what can I make happen? She's not scrolling social media trying to look at somebody else's idea to beg, borrow, or steal, because she already knows what I can make happen. Matter of fact, she knows it so clearly that if she doesn't make it happen, it's just not going to get done. And then lastly, we know that a disruptor, I know, I'm hoping you figure this out, for a disruptor and her effect. She cares so much about what she does and how it's going to affect the next generation, the woman sitting next to her, her business, her family, her children, her community. She cares about the effect, because work with no effect is nothing. That's just busy. A lot of us are busy, but we're not doing anything that's causing an effect. And see, the thing about an effect, you don't care how much noise you make, you care what the noise causes. As a matter of fact, a true disruptor has the ability to work in the dark and never be seen while she's doing the work, but trust that the light's gonna shine on her effect. She knows that the light's gonna shine on everything that she delivers. And so that's her. You know how many people, we see all these great things and we don't know who's behind it? But I bet you they're sitting there like, man, you see how they're using that app? App on app on app on app. You know, I mean, like something tells me that. So I'm standing before you to let you know that there exists a disruptor in you. I know this because I've decided to disrupt some things. And I don't mean go build an app, though I have one in mind. But what I am saying is I was the girl who lived catty corner to a crack house. But in my house, I just thought they had a lot of company. I said, Mom, that house has a lot of company. They get to have people over every day of the week, in the morning, at night. We didn't get to have company. That's what I thought. But I know that there's a disruptor inside of you. And what I mean by that is this. There's somebody in you that can interrupt what you call a process, what you call a system, what you call a norm. What was considered norm in my family, the family that I had because my mother was a foster child, you guys know that story, most of you, is there was a system that I had to decide to interrupt. So now I'm telling you, you can be a disruptor, but it lies right beneath your ability to know exactly who you are, to know the woman next to you can't take that identity because she can't do you. She can't stand in your shoes and do you. And then you have to know what you're capable of, but you have to nurture the value of your capabilities, which means it shouldn't be easy.
We'll be right back after these messages. Hey, great girlfriends, we're inviting you to join us for the 2019 Doers and Disruptors Conference, June 13th through the 15th in New York City. This 3-day event includes exciting receptions, life-changing panels, incredible mastermind groups, connections, and more. This year, we had over 100 great girlfriends from around the world connect with like-minded women and create incredible memories. Now, it's your turn to be a part of this exclusive event. Visit our website, www.thegreatgirlfriendsconference.com, to grab an early bird ticket for yourself and your greatest girlfriend. We cannot wait to see you there. Hugh List Market, a brand new shopping experience built just for you. From the best books, soothing aromatics, vegan-based hygiene, organic skincare products, and more, Hugh List Market has the essentials you need. Discover, shop, and share the best products all in one place. And all of these products were created by outstanding brands of color. From now until the end of May, visit www.huelistmarket.com and use code TGG20 at checkout to enjoy 20% off select products just for being a great girlfriend. Shop Hugh List Market today. So shop and enjoy.
Nothing we learn should be easy. If I tried to learn Spanish by tomorrow, it shouldn't feel easy. If I tried to learn it in 2 years, it shouldn't be easy. We can't take the easy road out, so I need to know that the value of my capabilities lies in me really going to get it. And then I have to know that the effect that I'm called to have, there's an effect that only Tieko can bring about in this world. There's an effect, what's your name? Tori, that only she can have. What's your name? Jody, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? You're not even owning your names. What's your name? There's only an effect that you can have. It's all yours. So before we go in these masterminds, I'm hoping you guys are really ready to embrace not just the label of a disruptor, not just the label of being disruptive, but you're really ready to own the value that you bring to it. So when you do it, there's your identity that people will never forget. There's a capability that can never be duplicated. Only you can pull that off. And then there's the effect that's going to change the world, not just today, but forever. We good? Let's have some mastermind.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of The Great Girlfriends.
Yes, if you enjoyed this episode, please share this with 3 of your great girlfriends.
Absolutely. And make sure you jump onto iTunes right now and leave your review. Let the world know how you feel about our 5-star show.
Absolutely. And we like to end our episodes by thanking our husbands.
Thank you, Kwaku.
Thank you, Mr. Rich Daniel.
And then we thank the minis. Thank you, Sam and Dylan.
And thank you to Miss Sky.
And thank you, great girlfriends, for trusting us as your go-to source for everything life, love, and laughter. Make sure you listen each Wednesday on iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Bean, Podcast Republic, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and every other podcasting service.
Yes, and please check us out on our social. You can follow us on Instagram,
The Great Girlfriends,
on Twitter,
_GreatGFS,
on Facebook,
The Great Girlfriends.
and please do join our Facebook group with over 16,000 great girlfriends.
Yay!
And that is
The Great Girlfriends.
awesome.
Make sure you post your questions online, share with your friends,
Keep listening
and keep being a great girlfriend. I'm Sybil,
I'm Brandis.
and we're signing off. Peace.